He don't want Vanessa to walk away.
I clearly just said yes.
He
What
wants
about
her
your
to
little
use her
sister?
military
I said yes.
What about your little sister?
training that she received in 1988.
Woman and men, walk away. It's not worth the fight. It ain't worth the bruises and the beatings. Walk away. I just said walk away.
It's worth it.
You think it is.
If somebody go across your head, you expect a woman to
come
just
on,
I will
walk
say
away.
this.
That nigga knock
It's
your chin
not
off.
worth it,
Well,
but
both our
it
chins
feels
gonna be-
good
To hit him back
and to see him bleed and to see him hurt.
until you look in the mirror.
Just so
can't
you
recognize
can
yourself.
realize that they felt the pain that they caused on you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, yo.
I mean, I'm just keeping it real.
My point is being so proven right now.
How is that toxic? How is it toxic for a woman to hit a man back, but it's not toxic for a man to hit a woman?
We haven't gotten to that one.
I haven't gotten to that. And
Oh.
Is it toxic for a man to hit a woman back? Gabby Ken? I want you to answer this. Look at me in my eyes and tell me.
If a woman hits a man and a man hits her back,
Is
it
it right?
toxic?
Is it wrong for him to hit her back?
Look, my answer has always been this. If the woman is significantly bigger,
Oh my God.
than
You
that
gotta go
man,
by. Be
where
general.
it's-
If she refutes
Yes
you,
or no?
Yeah,
That's
if
what
if
she's saying.
Huge,
Yes or no, man?
to where he has to
Yes or
defend
no?
his
she
own
beat
life.
Norman down. I feel bad.
Right.
Oh my
I
God.
did.
See, this is
If he has to
this is why y'all
defend his
toxic.
own life.
This is another reason why y'all toxic. Y'all can't just answer a question.
No, we did answer the question.
No,
I'm
it's yes.
trying to
I want a
answer the
yes or no
question.
question. I don't want to know how big. I don't want to know stats.
It's toxic. Yes, it's toxic.
It's toxic.
But
what
it's
do you
toxic
think?
both
Gabby
ways.
Ken, what do you think?
It's toxic both ways.
Gabby?
Yeah, it's so goofy.
Nah, Gabby's over here like, no, that nigga shouldn't hit her. He should just take that and walk away.
I mean, he kind of should.
I'm done with y'all, yo. Y'all toxic.
He
One
should.
thing.
That's what he get for being alone. That's why we was created.
Oh my God.
Because you couldn't sit there alone with your feelings
Right.
and just be happy.
The crazy part is, so
Then
the
you wanna
first question was, should she hit him back? Most of y'all said yes. But then when it came down to should he hit her back? Not almost, 70% of y'all said no. He needs to walk away.
I feel like it's because
That's completely toxic.
But a man's power is way more stronger than a woman.
Yeah,
It don't matter. Yeah, they just
it doesn't matter.
Let me
they're like 5 times stronger than a woman.
I totally understand that. I totally understand. But why do y'all think that men can't emotionally overreact like y'all?
Because y'all too strong for that. Y'all need to
So
figure it
we
out.
have to be more cognizant of our emotions than y'all.
No, I'm not saying
That's
that.
what
I mean,
you're
if you're
saying.
trying to be the head of the home and lead us, show us it by example and we'll follow.
Yeah, that's true.
Let me get to
That
that.
should go right there.
Yeah.
So I also
See,
had
you
a
shoulda
question.
asked me to be on
I
this
also had a
episode.
question where I asked do you feel as though men need to be guided in life by women?
They don't need to be, but
A man's life with a woman.
should it be guided by a woman? Yes, most definitely. But it doesn't need to be. That's my answer.
Y'all motherfuckers will split half and half.
Because it's hard to answer that question, because if you look at a single,
It's smoke and mirrors.
if you look at a single man versus a man with a woman, half the time, I'm not going to say all, but half the time, the life with a woman is way better. Like their finances,
It's way more structured.
right?
Yes.
Their finances are intact. They got a retirement plan. Like some of these people out here don't have no retirement. They don't know what they're doing.
Yep.
They have
I
absolutely
live
no
with
idea.
one. Totally lost.
Drake is single.
I said half the time.
Jeff Bezos is single.
Who?
Jeff Bezos,
I don't know who that is.
the owner of Amazon.
Now, he just cheated on his
He
wife.
didn't just cheat, been cheated.
But he was married when he built that business, though.
Jay-Z was single when he started Rockefeller and dropped the Black Album.
And Beyonce was single
To
before.
answer your question, yes, women needs to guide men. They do.
Yeah.
But
They
y'all,
really do.
but y'all were just talking about if he,
Well, no,
if he
let me
wants to
correct
be
myself
the head of the
because
household.
they don't need to. A man should be able to guide a man. Let me just say that. But it would be better for a woman to do it.
Yes.
A man should be able to guide him. I mean, like, you're saying a man should be able to guide himself,
Himself.
but it's better with the women involved.
Right.
Yes.
So if he's gay, his life going to shit.
Well, wait a minute. Why?
Whoa.
Why did you go left like that?
Curveball.
Oh my god! I just want
But
to see.
that
I just
was
want to
funny,
see how
yo.
y'all
I
react.
get what you're
I
saying.
just
That
wanna
was
see how
funny.
y'all
That
react.
was funny.
My point.
Not all the time, though. I said not all the time.
Okay. So, but
Okay,
most
go
of the
ahead
time.
with your finish your results.
What was your point?
My point of that was to say that are men really the head of the household? Or is it a smoke and mirror? Because I feel as though women run that shit.
Yeah, it's a smoke and mirror. I mean, we're giving you guys the title.
When it comes to the finances, that nigga got it. But when it comes to the decisions being made,
Right.
who's making the real decision?
It's like the man is the provider. He can bring home the money, but you got to pass it over to me so I can budget this thing right and pay these bills and, shuffle around, maneuver some money here and there.
So would you describe yourself as controlling?
No.
Gabby Kim, would you describe yourself as controlling?
No.
So you think that's controlling?
That is controlling.
How is that controlling?
If she can better manage the money than you. Now,
Right.
No. I'm saying,
and he allows
Paying
it.
off-
no,
right,
that's
and
just
if he
skill
wants
at
to.
that point. I'm talking about pointing to your man as the head of the household, but he can't get nothing. He can't do anything unless he has your approval.
No,
That's
that's
not
not
true.
what
That's
not
controlling.
what I said. You kind of
That's-
twist
yeah.
that.
What's the
around.
head of the household to y'all?
I'll let you go first, Gavin. Since you our guest. Why are you laughing at me?
I don't really know.
It don't
I
exist.
personally don't
I
believe
do. A provider.
I just
That's
feel
it?
like
No, go ahead.
I don't know. I just feel like it really doesn't matter if you call yourself a head of a household or not, because if you guys are like in a functioning relationship, you guys should be able to ask each other and get, feedback from each other versus just going to that one person and saying,
Right.
should we
Now,
do
I agree
this?
with her.
You know what I'm saying? Because that other person might have a better perspective on stuff than you would. Your
Right.
spouse,
Right. No,
What
I
about-
agree with her. I agree with her.
You agree?
Yes.
Okay.
I was gonna go in, but I agree with her.
Okay.
But I do think that men are good bringing home the bacon, and women we can throw some bagels in there with it.
So who?
That's-
So do
Some
you
oranges.
believe that
right. We don't
men-
just fry; we bake it sometimes.
So do you believe? Do you agree with the picture that religion paints for the household, where you have a man and then he's kind of like this umbrella that's directly under God. Or whoever you worship, and then you have everything else?
Do we believe it?
Do you agree with it?
Yeah, I would say that.
But in your definition, it's that umbrella of that man is just like a dollar bill with a penis.
No. Why do you feel this way?
Why you have
what?
I'm just trying to break it down.
Because we said a man should be a provider. I mean, a man can bring home the money, and he of course he can have a say so. Let me just say this. Let me be real and be honest. He can have a say so. Like she said, we should go off each other.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because sometimes a woman can have a better perspective, of a situation. Like, for example, especially when it comes to child support. Like, say if, you're dealing with someone who was previously married and he has a baby mama. Now, me being experienced, by having a child, like, there are some things I can tell him, like, if he say, well, I think she only deserved to get this much a month, Like me, I say no. I think you should give her a little bit extra because she's driving your kid around in the car. You know, she's going to need gas money. Not only is she using the lights, you know, and the power to take care of your child so they can see, and she won't have to dress him in the dark, but she's also using water to bathe him and things like that. And sometimes men don't realize that it's more than just bills for child support. Yeah. Like, say if that child has an activity, you know, then there's lunch money. Then there's other activities on the weekend with going out with their friends. That money comes out of her pocket. If she's just getting $50, between $50 to $200 a month, come on, and her rent is like $1,000. You know,
I mean, if he's on child support, he's not a head of a household, though.
No, he's not. But I ain't speaking from that perspective. I'm just saying, like, sometimes a woman can help show her perspective and be in planning the bills sometimes better than a man can. Okay. I was just saying from that standpoint.
From an organizational standpoint.
Right. Yeah. There you go.
Okay. I mean, at that point, it's just, is he organized? Or is she more organized?
And it could be vice versa.
It's just different perspectives.
Yeah, it could be vice versa. Yeah. She could have been in a previous relationship, and she may not have to pay child support, but she may have to pay spousal support. You know,
but that's family structure.
What you mean?
It's just family. Not every family's like that,
right?
You know, it's just family structure. I think that the road that we've come down is that ain't no such thing as a head of a household. So
let me ask you this, because I had a hard problem dealing with this when I was younger, not to get off topic. Do you believe that in your household there's God first, then your wife, then your kids, then your extended family, then your job?
Yes and no.
If you're a religious man.
Yes and no.
Are you a religious man, or are you spiritual?
I'm not religious. I would consider myself more spiritual.
Me too.
But the reason why I say yes and no is because the way I look at,
you can't say it's either or, like you said to us earlier. Answer the question, yes or no.
Yes.
Okay.
But
he be grilling us.
I know.
We gotta get him back.
I got you, girl.
Just give me a grill. But I'm modified. To modify that question is I believe that the representation of God is your individual relationship with God, and your individual relationship with God is a representation of your relationship with yourself. So I believe that you have to have a relationship with yourself spiritually, and then comes the rest of your family. You have to be there for self before you can be there for 2, 3, 4 other people. You can't be all twisted in the brain and then try to provide for a family.
Right.
Yeah, you're going to end up like Chris Benoit or something.
And to a certain extent, a man should know how to handle his finances, because he needs to have certain things in order to have his house in order before he can branch out and have a business or even give advice to other people. If your stuff is not in order, then you can't talk about anybody. What's going on? What y'all pointing at? Oh, go ahead. Get back to your survey.
Yeah.
Real quick before we get all off topic.
Yeah. So.
What's the next question?
Basically, just I think women are more violent than men. That's just how I feel.
Those are the questions?
No, that's not all of them. I was just wrapping that up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But women are more violent than men. But one thing I wanted to point out in my survey that I thought was extremely interesting. Let me find a question. But basically, I asked, do women believe that men are always open to sex? What does that question mean to you, Gabby Ken?
I feel like I'm taking a test in here. I would feel like
that's because you married him, honey.
I don't really know.
He's scoping you out. He is literally calculating your movement, your thought,
everything.
Oh my God!
He's gonna bring this up in an argument.
Robert? I'm in my bag today.
Play it safe.
I'm in my bag today. I get to ask the questions today.
No, you ask the questions every podcast.
That's kind of toxic for you to try to be head over us.
That's controlling,
right?
I'm not toxic. I'm poisonous.
That's worse, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, answer the question.
You want me to explain
Yeah,
that? All right.
yeah.
So basically, the